I was schizophrenic for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Oh my god, I was talking to myself. I didn't realize it was muted. I told a whole life story in 4 minutes and didn't realize it was muted. That's the sad. That's the sad. You know what? Let's get into 592. Hold up. I want to undrink some real quick. Yeah, it works. I was schizophrenic for 4 minutes telling a whole life story. 3 minutes telling a whole life story, and I was on mute. This deserves a drink. I just can't. No. That's something I should do. That's something I should genuinely do. Just have it where, I want to try that setup. Whole full screen is basically me, or at least part of it, and then a bit of it is like the game. I don't know. I want to try that. Alright, hold up. I'll be back. Oh, shoot. Alright, I'm back. Why cannot be no schizophrenia on a Wednesday morning? I think that should be good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. No, I did not think about it. I want to try and figure. I'm pretty sure I can zoom out a little. Yeah, yo. That should be it. I know I shouldn't force myself, but it feels like I want to. I at least gotta get over my fears. As I said, I can't be wasting people's time playing a game that's gonna scare me. Nah. I'm slacking. Ah, no! I messed up! I cannot accept defeat like that! I can't! Oh no! And I knew he was there! I knew Balloon Boy was there! I knew he was there. Yeah, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna switch up my camera. Thinking, okay, I could be fast. No, dude, I need power. There is no way. Ah! No. I cannot. I absolutely knew he was there. Unbelievable, dudes. Unbelievable. Excuse me.
Okay, so just to update you, there's been somewhat of an investigation going on. We may end up having to close for a few days. I don't know. I want to emphasize, though, that it's really just a precaution. Fazbear Entertainment denies any wrongdoing. These things happen sometimes. It'll all get sorted out in a few days. Just keep an eye on things, and I'll keep you posted. Just as a side note, though, try to avoid eye contact with any of the animatronics
No, I'm slacking. Leave! Leave! Leave, you stupid human! Oh! You. Okay. I gotta. You know what? I can't play this game no more. No, let's go to number 3. Let's go to number 3. I give up on it. No, if I'm playing that game, I'm just gonna play it off. I'm just gonna play with the boys. I'm just gonna play with the boys. Yeah, I'm just gonna play with the boys. Screw that game. Screw that. I can't. Never mind. Yeah, screw it. We're just going into night 3. 5 nights 3. Yo, we're gonna try and get the good ending. We're gonna try and get the good ending. I know how to. I played this game way more than the other 5 nights games. God, I hate Balloon Boy.
Hey, glad you came back for another night.
Okay.
I promise it'll be a lot more interesting than...
Oh, okay. I think you have to. I think you have to collect all of these. Okay. Sonic Adventure 2 moment. You have few rings missing, but we're all out of bounds. Alright. I would've been so mad if he didn't make that jump. Alright. Okay. So we got that. We should be able to wait for me. Alright, we just had to wait for Mangle. Pretty much we just kill. But I like night 1, but I wish if because nothing happens, I wish the nights would actually go a little faster, in my opinion. I could not with Five Nights 2, I swear. After that, no. No, I can't. No, dude. No. No! I mean, nothing much really happens. Is it supposed to be Fredbear or something? I think that's a happiest day minigame. Alright. I think right up here you can actually see how how the wraparound it doesn't cover everything. Like it's like right directly up here. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about.
Rapper.
What? Most disturbing crimes in the Loud House community, and you see that on the thing on the thumbnail. It says dating his sister. But what you mean? What you talking about, man? By Yap Master. Looking back at I'll be honest. I was actually like considering. I'm actually considering doing a video where I talk about all the cut content of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and I mean, really, it will start at first what I think about the game and the base game itself, and from there I'll just talk about like a bit of a history, a bit of a Five Nights about Security Breach. Just talk about it a little, and then I'd yeah, talk a bit about Five Nights 2. Then yeah. Oh yeah, oh my bad. But yeah, I'm actually considering getting yeah. I'm actually as I was saying, I'm considering playing. Oh okay. Yep. Next up. What's that black square? Why that black square right there? Why that black square right there? Alright. Let's see what's next. No. Alright, up, down, up, down. Up, down, left, up, down, right. Who's here? Oh, okay. Oh, but, yeah, I was actually thinking about playing I was thinking about making a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 or a Security Breach video where I kind of discussed, like, I know it's been done a lot, alright? I know it's been done a lot, but I thought it would be interesting to kind of do my own video on it, where I'm talking about security breach and the cut content, bringing my own review. Oh shoot! Damn, I got touched. But yeah, just talking about Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Talking about the cut content, my take on it, what I think about it. Up, down, up, down. Not the fat kid. Okay. But yeah, kind of, or at least it'll be like this. At first, I'll talk about a bit of the history, a bit of Five Nights at Freddy's security breach, and then I talk about the cut content. Or yeah, talk about Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. Talk about talk about the cut con. Yeah, talk about the cut content of the game. And then let's try and piece together what could have been a different story, because I think or at least draw comparisons, bring in what could have been a completely different story for the game. Maybe talk about some early scrap stuff that isn't really, that likely could have been deleted, even if the game little spring trap. Oh, okay, I see him.
Hi.
Oh yeah, he's not attracted to that. A kill.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, talk about piece together, or not really piece together, not really like talk about, oh, what the story could have been, but like just bring up what could have actually been a completely different game. Yeah, shoot. Because I think that from the from the cut content, actually from they cut so much from the game. It feels like half of it.
Hi.
It feels like they scrapped so much of the game that it feels like you can't even tell what's actual cut content, what's actually being cut from the game, because maybe it was one reason or another, and or you can't actually know what's really cut content and what's been scrapped simply because of time constraints. Because from what I remember finding out, Steelwool had a
Hi. Hello.
But as I was saying, it feels like when you look at the cut content, there's so much that it really doesn't. You can't really tell what's really been scrapped for one reason or no, or is that it feels like you can't really tell what's been cut and what's been like simply left. What's been cut. It's tough to describe it, because some of it or a lot of the stuff that was cut feels like it was just cut out because because of time constraints. Like that feels like a lot of the stuff that they have in the game. That feels like half of the. It feels like most of it was simply cut with no given reason other than the possibility of a time constraint. While other stuff that oh hell. Okay. Yeah, it's really difficult to know what's real what's real scrap content. I don't know. It's really tough to describe it because it feels like what's real and what's been faked, what's simply been cut out because of time constraints, and what's been cut out because because of a real reason and a legitimate reason. It feels like a lot of it was simply cut because of that, because of time constraints, or they didn't know what to do with it. I don't know. Either way, it was a very buggy mess. Feels like it was a really buggy mess. And it's surprising playing Ruin because that game, because I have Security Breach on the Switch, which no. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. But yeah, I have Security Breach on the Switch, and oh yeah, let me just let it get to 5 a.m. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get the bad ending. Back in the vent, dude. I ain't gonna let you through. He's like, yes. He must have it open. I'm like, what's he doing, bro? Yeah. Next one should be Chico, right? Alright, so yeah. 4 cupcakes. I think EDP would like that. What? But yeah, it feels like it's really tough to describe it. It's really tough to describe Security Breach's situation because you look at the cut content. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's like it just feels that way. Some of it feels like there was a reason to be cut, but a lot of the other stuff was simply a lot of the other stuff was cut for no reason, really. Like the likely reason is because of time constraints.
Hello. For today's lesson, we will be...
Alright. Oh yeah, I think I gotta get to Balloon Boy. Well, it's still 12 a.m. I gotta get to Balloon Boy. Wait, there wasn't anything for Mangle, right? There was no birthday cake or something that you had to give Mangles, right? I think it's just getting the cake, and everyone else gets the. Everyone else delivers the cake.
Hello?
You can see his his red.
Hi.
Dude, I thought he. Okay, he's right there. Okay, he's going to the band. Alright, go over here. No, but yeah. But yeah, talk about this cut content at the same time. Let's bring up what could have been. What could have. Damn, he's fast.
Hi. Hi. Hello?
Mm. If there was one. If there was one piece of cut content that I actually think tells a lot. There's this one part from Security Breach where Gregory and I think Gregory and Freddy mention, or I think it's only Gregory. He mentions about like a, or I think it's Freddy and Gregory. It's like an interaction where Gregory tells Fred, where Freddy tells Gregory that he's gonna have to go to the boiler room. Yeah, where's the hell is he? Shoot. Alright. Yeah, no. But yeah, they mentioned that they talk about like going into like a freezer, and from there, yeah, they mentioned going into a freezer, and then from shoot. Oh, shoot.
Hello? Hi.
Don't even look. Don't even look. Don't even look. Let's stay. Let's stay. Five a.m. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Give me the nap. 6 a.m. Ah! Yeah. I clutched. The clutch is real. The clutch is real. Oh shoot, it's 1.4. I got a little bit. The clutch was real, everyone. It was not a folk tale, it was real. So yeah, what was the where's the code? I think it's that one. Three nine five two four eight. The clutch was legit, everyone. It was no folk tale. It was no legend. It was real.
Hello? There's been a
Okay.
slight change of
395248.
Don't. After learning of an unfortunate incident at the sister location involving multiple and simultaneous spring lock failures, the company has deemed the suit temporarily unfit for employees. Safety is top priority at
G95248. Okay, there it is. There it is. I was doing it upside down. Alright. We're gonna go into the Spider-Verse now. God, that's gonna get annoying. Climb. Okay, nice. First try. Wait, hold up. There is something I want to actually check. It might be this one. Where's the poster? There's like something on. There's like a poster I can click on, but I don't know where it's at. Ah, no. Oh my god.
Hello. Hello.
Oh yeah, I'm Tocinos. I swear though, there was like a poster that you can click. For the happiest day minigame, I think. I don't know if I'm dumb or not. Okay, so it says you're in the. Let's click on the. Let's click on the box then.
Hello. There's been a slight change.
Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, so what am I on right now? So there's something that a lot. I still remember when people were like theorizing what are these other masks because it felt really out. They felt really out of place because a lot of these represent characters that you haven't seen yet. All right. So then I come back here for the last kid, which I assume is Golden Freddy. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and there's like one more. But yeah, I remember people were like, who are these guys? And then Five Nights, I think right after Pizzeria Simulator came out, people start to associate. Wait a minute, they know who these are. You know, this orange one is Orville. This purple one is likely Mr. Hippo, Pig Patch, and Lily Frog. I think I don't know what it is. But people are still wondering who this blue one is. People don't even know who it is, but I don't know. It's really weird. It, I mean, because one thing for sure people think about is this is possibly supposed to be was it Ned Bear? Ned Bear? Who is it? Yeah, Ned Bear. Yeah, people think that this might be like Ned Bear, but this does not look. But he's not blue. He's literally a bear. People don't know who this blue one is. But yeah, all the other four were revealed, but this blue one, no one knows who it is. Maybe it's a fox, or maybe it's a wolf. I don't know. It could be a blue bear. Ah, damn. Wait, I have to do the 3, 9, 5, 2, 4, 8. Okay. I don't know. Oh wait, I could have just gone over here. Yeah, if I can't go over. Okay. I just gotta go over here. Okay, so I did it already. Oh yes, I did it already, so I think I should be good. Then I just gotta do the shadow bombing one, and then I'm pretty much good for the happiest day minigame. I just go back there, and then I just go back to the happiest day minigame, and that's it. Done is right now. 154. Oof. Spring tribes are like, damn, this kid really seems to like this spot. I can't see him.
Hi.
Should be closed. And then he runs over.
Hello.
Looking up at me, be like, where's that sound come from?
Hi. Hi. Hello.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to exit the game. Yeah. Alright, well. Oh, this is a good few minutes, really. Legit pretty chill. Yeah, I might have to end it. Yeah. I'll return to that. I'll return to it some point. Just not now. 'Cause I gotta go. Gotta go do something, so I gotta start getting ready. Alright. Oh. Yeah, I think after a bit, what happened with Five Nights 2, I'm never doing that. Yeah. Just going to save y'all the videos and all that. No, we're not. I'm no more videos on Five Nights 2. I think from there, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna get tired of it. Gonna get tired of being like, oh my god, this guy's getting too scared and all that. He keeps leaving and all that. Yeah, I'm not up for that. If I can't do it, then I'm not doing it. We might as well skip over to the third game. Yeah. Yeah, I would, but I'm being legit about the security breach video. I actually think it will be interesting to kind of go get into, because it's like, what is it? You got because there's actually a lot to discuss, because because the history, or just like, I wouldn't really go into the teaser or the history of it, of security breach, like going into development or anything like that. I think the most I could actually do is like look through the teasers. I remember there's like an announcement for security breach. Alongside with that, there was supposed to be like a type, like when it was first announced. First one was a security breach. All right, first one was a Five Nights at Freddy's. Was a Freddy Fazbear Tycoon game. Second one was security breach, which was announced. And the third one was something called FNAF Into Madness, which has yet to be revealed. Surprisingly, it has yet to be revealed, and it's been like almost 7 years now. 6 years maybe, but it was no 7 or 8 years now. Like I remember, like Scott posted that, and it was like, oh yeah, nothing came out of FNAF Into Madness. Maybe Into Madness might have been the code name for Secret as a Mimic, maybe, or maybe it was something else. But FNAF Into Madness, no one, nothing's ever been heard about it. That has never been heard from again. Maybe it was something else. Yeah, maybe it was the Into the Pit game. Maybe it was Into the Pit. Maybe it was what is it? Maybe it was a spin-off thing? I don't know. But yeah, I would like to go into like a bit of the teaser history, showing off what was revealed before the game's release and all that. And then go into like the teaser, show it off, and then have my own take on Five Nights. Bring up my own take on it. All right, on security breach, and from there, like once that's done, I start getting into like a lot of the changes that you see before the release of security breach, and then comparing it between showing off the changes maybe, and then going into the differences and changes, and at the same time getting into and at the same time showing off what could have been, discussing, giving my own theories, because I think a lot of them, it's really interesting, because I did mention, going into like the differences. I've been going into some of the more interesting aspects, and going into some of the interesting stuff of security breach that was planned or was supposedly getting, or was supposed to be put into the game but never did, because it was really interesting because the game it feels completely different compared to what we got in the final game. What people got in the final game, because it's almost like a completely different game. You know, the megapixelplex, it feels unfinished, like both in game and both, like, yeah, both in game and like in real life. From a game perspective, the game itself feels unfinished, but from an end world perspective, it feels like the megapixelplex. They when they first showed it off, it was like, oh, Roxy Raceway is built and finished, and you could possibly do a race, and all that. Um, the unused main elevator, the elevator that was supposed to be in the game, it was never used. Although, and when it was used, it was only for like a short moment. It was for when what is it? You get caught by Vanessa. That's really all it is. While in the teaser, while in the state of play reveal, you actually do get a glimpse at it, of you using it. All right, and it's not unfinished. It feels like a lot of things it feels like they just, because of the. It feels like for the cuts of the game, they chose to like have it under construction. Just saying, oh yeah, we're under construction. It almost feels like a subtle way to say, yeah, this game feels unfinished, but we're just gonna still leave it, but it's gonna be completely different. It's like, bro, come on, man. It feels so unfinished because there's plenty of differences. I think one prime example is also this unused also these unused voice lines, and from what's been found in unused area, which would have been the freezer. Freddy tells Gregory that he's gonna have to go into a freezer to, I think, cool something, or to heat it up, to heat the place up. I don't even know. But there's like an unused thing. There's like an unused voice lines discussing the freezer. Gregory having to go into the freezer. Gregory and Freddy possibly having to go into the freezer. From there, Gregory would end up encountering a frozen endoskeleton, which would have been holding a camera, and from there he would have had to heat up the area, which would have allowed the endoskeleton to unfreeze. All right. At the same time, Gregory would be able to get the camera, but at the same time, I think the endoskeleton would have awakened, and he would have had to escape from the freezer before he gets him. But yeah, that already tells me two things. One, yeah, it would have been a little bit more cohesive, a little bit straightforward. Like, you would be able to explore a lot of the areas, but at the same time, you would have had you would have had moments or areas where it would have been like straightforward. It would have been like, oh, you have to go from point A to point B. The second thing is that it feels like the gift boxes that you get in the game. I don't think they were meant to be there for a lot of the items and passes. I legit think I legit think there were models of the items actually placed into the game, but but I don't know if the models do exist, but if they don't, then it is likely that the models were either unused, and they just decided, we're just gonna put them in boxes, and then from there we're just you'll unwrap it, and then you wouldn't see it, but you would, like, it will say, oh, you got it. I think there were actually some. It feels like a lot of the items you would have needed to get them specifically, right? From one way or another, you would have had to get them. Like the fast cam, you would have got it you would have had to get it from the from a frozen endoskeleton. The one that did remain was the Phaser Blast one. All right, that one you would have needed to complete Phaser Blast. And then you would need to got a good high score. You would need to defeat all the alien bots, and you would have if you once you win, you get the laser, all right, the Phaser Blaster, all right. That one's in the final game, all right. That one was left in, all right. But and also the watch, the Faz watch, that one I think it was supposed. I think if there was a, I think instead of Freddy holding a music box, it would have been a model, right? You would have seen it, and then Gregory would have grabbed it. I don't know. It feels like there's so much. It feels like so much was left, and it feels like there's so much story to tell of what could have been. But yeah, that's my own take on it. I'ma go now. I gotta start getting ready and all that. Love y'all. Subscribe if y'all need to. Alright, if y'all want to. That's pretty much it. Bye.